Hello friends and welcome to Scorpio's reading for Tuesday is it the 15th? I'm reading it on the day. No, 16th, Tuesday the 16th of November. So I'm going to start out with getting you some random Scrabble letters and some random words. With the Scrabble letters and the words, actually, with the whole reading, just use your own intuition. Whatever springs to mind is part of your intuition speaking, so trust that. So when I start to pull letters, it might be the initials of your name, a person's name, it might be suddenly an old friend that calls you out of the blue, it might be the initial of a movie you're going to go and watch, right? So sort of see what comes through. Also, they might seem to kind of spell out words or make you think of a certain word. Even if it's not quite the whole word, something may spring to mind. So again, go with that. There's something with that for you. And the random words as well will just kind of, it'll give us kind of a feeling, a vibe for your reading. So, Scorpio, please. Scorpio for today. What do we have for Scorpio? We have our... a little bit noisy. I'm really warm, which is bizarre because it's been so cold lately, but I'm so hot in your reading. So I don't know, maybe somebody has a bit of a temperature or something. L. That's giving me Rolo, like you give them your last Rolo. But again, whatever springs to mind. L-A. L-A. Maybe somebody lives in L-A. Another R. La. Maybe somebody's called Larry or Lars or something like that. And E. That kind of gives me Lauren, like, but not. La, I don't know. Ra, maybe, I don't know, rare. Maybe somebody likes the steak rare. So again, whatever you got from those letters, just kind of roll with it. And then we'll get you some random words as well. So I'm not looking at what's being pulled out here, by the way, I can't really see. The Wicked Witch from the West may mean something to somebody. I don't know if somebody rides a bike. Always. And I will love you, baby, always. Command. Oh, that's a very Scorpio word. Command. Always command. Never. Wow, this is interesting, isn't it? Always command, never... Never what? Always command, never... I'm hearing obey, but I don't know if that's just... Never tread. Never tread what? Always command, never tread. Lullaby. Anything else, please, for Scorpio? One more I'm hearing. Music. Lullaby and music. That's not interesting, like the way that they've come out. Like, it's always like always command. Never tread doesn't make a huge amount of sense to me, but always and never. And then lullaby and music. Interesting. All right, we'll roll with that and see where this takes us. So, Scorpio, messages for Scorpio, please. Always command, never tread, lullaby music. Maybe you're listening to lullaby music at the moment. I don't know why I'm getting those so perfectly lined up. Maybe somebody is a little bit OCD. I'm going Queen of the Moon Oracle for your first message. Scorpio, please. What do we have for Scorpio? Purity, snow moon, and peace. Peace is a very Libran word. It's been coming through for Libra quite a lot. Kind of, I've done so many readings for Libra because their energy is really big at the moment, and every reading I did just felt so overwhelming. So I was trying to get it down to like a 20-minute reading, and it just wasn't happening. So the Libra reading that I've put up is actually their third reading that I've done this week. So definitely has set me back a little bit. But yeah, you could be dealing with a Libra, you could be Libra cusp, snow, moon, and purity. There's this thing that I'm getting through with this card. It's almost like, you know when you close your eyes to go to sleep and then you're taken into your kind of like dream space? This is kind of what this is giving me. It's kind of like having a dream of being somewhere else. Okay, and let's go to the Energy Oracle. Another message, please, for Scorpio. I'm hearing something, but it's far too faint and mumbly. I can't hear what... Indecision as well there. it's almost like a low rumbling sound, you know, like a little bit when that van went past, but it's kind of like a rumbling in the distance, like thunder rolling in, or but it's almost like a murmur as well. I don't know what that is. Okay, so what I'm immediately noticing is this card is very, very white, right? It's purity, it's white, but then you've got these kind of like leaves. Do you see? It sort of reminds me of in autumn when you open a door and the leaves blowing, and you have like, especially at work. I know at work, you know, we have customers coming and going, and they tend to walk leaves in, and before you know it, there's leaves all over the floor. So it's almost like this landscape is where this person is going. It's like this person's heading here towards this blossoming abundance. But it's almost like this. It's almost like the dreams blowing into your real life, because can you see she's got one on her head here? So it's sort of like dreaming of flying and waking up and finding a feather, you know, that kind of thing. Or trying to think of an example, dreaming of a friend and then that friend phoned you. So it's almost like your dreams, or you know, are starting to manifest, or you're seeing signs of the things that you're dreaming about. I'm just going to shut the door actually, because quite a lot of cars coming and going. It's that time of the day. So yeah, your dreams manifesting in reality, or proof. It's like proof of your dreams, like, yeah, proof of your dreams. So blossoming abundance, it could be that you've had some kind of dream or idea or fantasy that is actually going to be quite fruitful, and you know, it's going to bring a lot of like abundance to your life, and you're starting to see that dream manifest. I'm noticing these threes as well. You've got 30 and 3. 30 in numerology breaks down to a 3. So you've got 3 and 3. Watch out for number patterns with threes. Threes to me talk about people around you, the community. So it's like a group of people. So who's around you? Who are your friends? Can your friends help you? That kind of thing. I'm suddenly very out of breath. All I did was stand, I've got a joss stick burning, but all I did was stand up and open the window. And I've been talking, but I'm so out of breath. So I don't know what that is either. That's going to be something for somebody. It's like I have to, right, really draw in my breath. A bit like when you are somewhere that's really cold, right? You know, when you're out in the snow, and it's like the air suddenly gets really like, does it get denser? And you have to kind of like really suck in your breath. You know, you feel like the air's heavy. What else please for Scorpio? What else please for Scorpio? Something about insects as well coming through here, like the leaves and the insects. Maybe somebody has a child who's you know, going out and playing in the leaves and really fascinated by like the creepy crawlies and things that they find in the leaves. Oh, my head. Oh, that was like pressure on my head, sort of like a migraine. Maybe somebody's having migraines or bad headaches, but it was like a suddenly pressure sort of above my eyebrows and kind of around the back, a bit like where this scarf is around her head. I don't know about you, but I get headaches sort of when I'm out in the cold. It does kind of trigger that kind of migraine feeling to me when it's very, very cold. Again, it's probably something to do with like breathing in the cold air. Oh, that's too many. Spirit has your back. Libra also had that. One card, please, for Scorpio. There we go. I was about to give up. I was about to say that we're not getting one. Does that break down to a 3 as well? 2 and 9 is what? 11. No, 11, so it breaks down to a 2. See the big picture. Give with gratitude and grace. I'm not sure if it's... I think Canada's already had Thanksgiving, right? Am I wrong? I think the US is coming up to Thanksgiving, so it could be something about Thanksgiving for some of you. But I mean, giving thanks and having gratitude is something that we should do all the time. You know, we should be thankful for the things that we have. Even if you don't have the best house, you know, you've got a roof over your head, you've got somewhere to go. So it's like not projecting to kind of the perfect life, but being thankful for what you do have. So it's like, okay, maybe you haven't got enough money to go and have an expensive 3-course meal in a restaurant, but at least you've got bread and butter, you know, at least you've got something. So be thankful for what you do have. Giraffe Spirit, this could be an Aquarius coming into your reading. Giraffe is Aquarian energy for me. See the big picture. I feel like you do. I feel like you've got some kind of higher awareness. You are the High Priestess in the tarot, so I do feel like you're you've almost got like the bigger picture in terms of like maybe spirituality, or maybe, you know, like I'm saying, at least that kind of, I'm thankful for what I do have. You know, I think sometimes we can get in our own ego, and especially with social media, you know, comparing ourselves to others, thinking of like where we want to go, thinking of that future abundance. I'm sorry, my video cut out because it was trying to install an update. Sometimes we're happier when I'm glad I heard it actually, because I would have done your whole reading and I would have been so annoyed at the end. So yeah, sometimes we're happier, we feel more fulfilled, even if we have less, because we're thankful for what we do have. We can see, you know, the state of the world. We can see that other people are in much worse situations than us. So it leads us to, when you see the bigger picture, when you see your place in the entire world, right? Even if you don't have the latest trainers or the fastest car, you know, you can say, do you know what? I actually do have a lot though. I have a lot that other people don't have. So I'm really, really grateful for that. So I do think that's why we're getting the bigger picture. So it's almost like finding abundance where you are, finding abundance in nature perhaps. Maybe it's, I'm thankful I can go out for a walk. I'm thankful I can look out my window and see, you know, a nice view. So you may not have those things, but it's like, what do you have, right? It's like, my garden's a mess. My garden is like a jungle. I can't really spend time out there, but I've got so many parks and green areas and nice places to walk that are local to me, that you know, I've got that space in nature for myself, even if I don't have it in my messy garden, right? So yeah, things like that. I'm going to pull all your cards here and then we'll have a look at what we've got. So I'm getting this mechanical, I'm doing your emotions, but I'm almost getting this mechanical like heart thing, like a mechanical like a processing of emotions. So let's see what you get from the Steampunk Tarot. Emotionally, please, for Scorpio. You are being very, very secretive, which doesn't surprise me because you're Scorpio. Queen of Pentacles. That is funny because I was just going to say you could be dealing with a Cappy or have Cappy in your chart, because they had this mechanical heart reading. They get it quite a lot actually. It's almost like somebody who's a little bit more logical than they are emotional. So when they feel things, it's like they have to go through this process of like trial and error, or tried and tested. So I don't know if you're connecting with a Capricorn perhaps secretly, because these cards were trying to hide. But this is your energy. So I'm more tempted to say that you probably have Capricorn placements in your chart. I'll find out, because I'm going to pull a card over here about the energy affecting you. And so if the Queen of Pentacles comes out here, that's a Capricorn affecting you. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see. And success. Okay, this is interesting. I feel like you have some kind of secret plan. Yeah, some kind of secret plan here, Scorps. And then I'm feeling this emotional energy. It's almost like your emotions are in your head and your heart is processing. What's going on here for Scorpio, please? Temperance, patience. Yeah, you've got a plan. You've got a plan. Like keeping it to yourself, right? Possibly saving money. About your happiness. Yeah, you've got the Sun and the Ten of Cups. So there's something. It could be some kind of fantasy, some kind of dream, but it's like your mind and your heart are going somewhere where you're going to feel like you've got success and abundance, because the Six of Wands is success. You've got success, happiness, freedom, happiness shared with other people. These cards are really, really good. So you're heading that way. But then these two cards are looking back, and this card's looking back. It's almost this looking back to go forwards energy, perhaps. Scorpio's action space, please. And Lightseers. I wasn't sure which deck they were drawing me to. So Lightseers Tarot for Scorpio's action space, please. Really drawn to this lotus flower as well. The lotus flower currently symbolizing love for me. Love and kind of like the power of love. The power of love. I think it's also a sign of like prosperity and abundance. But for me at the moment, the lotus flower is very much spirituality and like spiritual love in my readings, like the way it's been coming through intuitively for me. The Hermit. Okay. So the Star, I'm going to take all of these, the Ten of Wands, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Five of Pentacles. Okay. Yeah, you're wishing for something. You've got hopes, you've got dreams, you've got ambitions, but it feels like you're going to have to take a loss. It's like you're going to have to... It's almost like you can't do what you want to do because of your current responsibilities. You keep getting High Priestess in that underlying. Yeah, this, like the Sun, the Six of Wands, the Ten of Cups, the Star. Really strongly feels like, and this kind of purity, really, really strongly feels like you've got a plan, secret wishes, secret dreams, secret hopes. Like, you know where you want to be, you know where you want to go, you know where your abundance lies, right? I'm getting something about the snow covering, because snow, there's a card that's by the same creator. There's a card called Snow, and it's I think it's called like Silence. So it's almost like the snow is this quieting blanket. The snow is like covering up where you want to go, right? It's like the snow is like, it's like the cover, the secret, like the keeping it secret. I almost feel like this is this place. It's like a place you want to go to, right? And maybe currently you can't move there. Currently you've got this Four of Pentacles energy, which is kind of like, she's kind of stuck. I'm tempted to say for some of you that these responsibilities that, before I move to that, with the Hermit card and the Temperance card here, it really, really feels like you've done some soul searching. You've really gone inwards. It may be like fantasizing, maybe exploring, you know, how you feel about certain things. Again, with this kind of mechanical processing of emotions, it's like, what do I feel here? You know, I'm just going to spit it out and say what I'm getting, because this Queen of Pentacles feels to me like it's either possibly a wife, or it's some kind of boss, or even a mother. So it feels like this, I almost feel like this isn't you, unless this is you fantasizing about this blossoming abundance. But because of the Ten of Pentacles and the Ten of Wands going into the Five of Pentacles, what I'm kind of getting is either some kind of separation, whether that is a divorce or a separation from a long-term partner, a separation from perhaps a parent or somebody that you share finances with, a separation from a boss, a workplace. Because you're feeling very burdened. This Ten of Pentacles, this Queen of Pentacles is kind of like the money Queen of Pentacles for me. You know, she's very, very rich. So it's like, you may have a certain job or a certain situation where you have a lot of stuff, right? You have a lot of abundance. It's like, I have a nice home, I have a comfortable life, but I'm not happy. Why am I not happy? I mean, you are showing us very, very happy, so do take it as it resonates. You know, leave any messages that aren't for you. The Ten of Pentacles into the Five of Pentacles with burdens, and this Queen of Pentacles is really telling me that there is something here where there's some kind of financial split. So it may play out differently for a lot of you. It may just be an idea that you're toying with, but if it's not your reading, it's not your reading. Don't force it to fit, right? I'm not saying if you're really, really happy in your marriage, I'm not saying leave your marriage or anything like that. That's just stupid, right? Why would you do that based on a tarot reading? What I'm saying is that if this is you, you're going to know it. And yeah, so what I'm kind of getting is feeling like it feels like your happiness is elsewhere, right? And this is Ten of Cups, the Sun, the Star. This is like everything you could have ever dreamed of, and it's right there and you can have it, but you're gonna have to take a financial hit because it's really coming through with burdens, right? The 10 of Wands and the 10 of Pentacles. Whatever your financial situation is, it feels like you're heavily burdened, or it looks like you're heavily burdened because it's in your like tangible reality. So you're quite sure, you've done this soul searching, you're quite sure of where your heart lies, right? What your dreams are with the Hermit and Hope. You know, you feel, it's almost like soul bound. You feel soul bound to a certain destiny, I want to say. It's almost like this star is holding on to this sun, which is the happiest card in the tarot. But you're being patient, you're being strategic, you want to be sure, right? Because you're Scorpio. You don't want to be you like to feel like with this command here as well, and tread, it's like tread carefully. It's like you want to be, Scorpio tends to, again, depending on your full chart and your full birth chart, you may have other placements like Aries, or, you know, something that's a bit more impulsive. But it feels like you want to be in command of your own life. You want to have a plan. You want to be stable. You want to be secure. What am I getting? Somebody may have a Mars in Scorpio placement, because this is how Mars in Scorpio operates. It's like, I have a goal. I want to have a goal. Everything I do, I want to be planned out. I want it to be mapped out. I want to feel like I'm in control of the situation. So that's what I'm getting for you. And this Four of Pentacles right in the middle is almost like, it's almost like the shielding, the guarding. Again, this kind of like guarding of a dream, shielding of a secret, but also kind of like this protective, like, I don't want people to know what kind of moves I'm going to make here. I've got a plan. I'm going to make a move, but I don't want anyone to know until the time is right. I'm also really noticing here this, I want to say, Scorpio, this is a very, very positive reading, because you're doing deep soul searching, which leads you to being very, very clear. The Sun card is emotional clarity in that position. You're very clear about where your success and happiness lies. You're very clear about what you want to do and what you have to do. So you're clear because you've had this really deep introspection, which you have actually done here. It's showing in your kind of like past action space. But you're being temperate, you're being balanced, you're being patient, right? You're having a plan. So what I'm noticing with these two cards, what I was about to say is, can you see how now they're giving me the Lady of Shalott, the mirror cracked from side to side, the doom is upon me, cried the Lady of Shalott. But it's, I'm not getting like doom. I'm getting, it's funny talking about doom in my all signs reading. It's like, it's almost like you've been frozen, you've been like cocooned, you've been like in a chrysalis, you've been, yeah, it just feels frozen, right? Yeah, because maybe you are in a situation where everything's very emotionally cold. Again, perhaps it's in a loveless marriage, or a work situation that you don't have any love for. So it's coming through this like frozen kind of like, you see, it's like she's like a statue. But she's coming to life. The sun coming in is like warming her up. So here's that sun. So something's warming you up. Something's making you feel things again, perhaps. Something's making you inspired and passionate again. So it's like you've been in this landscape here, this frozen place, but something, that sun is warming you up again. I feel like Leo is having such a big impact on everybody at the moment. It's just Leo energy. So it's like, it's almost like that mirror breaking is kind of like and with that Four of Pentacles as well, it's like maybe you having a lot of guards, not literally guards, but like having your own guard up, having your own barriers up, you know, maybe kind of being very wary of red flags, or you know, it's almost like emotional lockdown, emotional shutdown. It's like, if I don't feel anything, nobody can hurt me, you know. But that's not what we're here for. That's not a human experience on earth. So it's like your facade has cracked, or your walls have cracked. And I'm just noticing with these two cards as well, can you see like here, it's almost like this window is the mirror. So it's like you've been trapped in a place, but it's like the facade is cracked and now you can see through. Can you see how she's like looking out into that woodland? So it's almost like the portal's open. There's an opportunity there, you know, where there's been some kind of like barrier or blockage, because this is a card about having some sort of blockage. It's like you're starting to, like, something's got in, I want to say. I'm really getting a lot of caps here, it's like that landscape outside of the window is this place, and it's like the ice is melted, right? The ice is melted, and now the water's pouring in, and the water symbolizes emotions for me, and this emotion is coming from the place that is linked to that sunshine and happiness energy. So what I want to say is, you're warming up again. She's got like the sunlight on her face, so it's like being in a place that's very, very cold for a long time. Maybe it's literal, maybe it's geographical. So maybe it's like you've been, I don't know why I'm on my feet, I don't know if you're very excited. I normally sit down to do my readings, but I'm up on my feet. It's like I'm ready to go, I'm ready to move. So I don't know if you've been you live somewhere where it's like literally been snowing, it's literally been cold, and you're ready for a warmer climate. So it could be something like that, but it's like you're gonna have to sell your house, you're gonna have to take a loss, you're gonna have to take a hit. You know, maybe you're moving somewhere where house prices are more expensive. You know, it's more, the cost of living is more expensive, so you're going to feel like you have less, right? Financially and materially you're going to have less, but emotionally you're going to have the happiness and the warmth that you didn't have in that cold place, right? You're going to feel happier with less. It's like getting out of a materialistic mindset. So but then you've also got this kind of like sun coming in from here and the moon coming in from here. Can you see with this moonlight? They're giving me, moonlight, you're my starlight, I need you. Moonlight, come on, dance with me. Which starlight is the star, right? Which the star is the sun. So this moon and sun planetary wish energy. I think that's Dua Lipa, the song that I was just singing. Come on, dance with me. Okay. So yeah, it feels exciting. It's almost like, you know, being so numb for such a long time where you're just going through the motions. It's like, oh, I've got to pay the mortgage, I've got to pay the bills, I've got to pay for my car insurance, but not enjoying anything, not feeling anything. It's almost like I say, mechanical. It's like, I'm just going through the motions here. My life is just go to work, make money, pay the bills, go to work, make money, pay the bills. Like, why? What's the point in living if I'm just like, it's like playing the game of life on Monopoly or something, right? It's like making the money but not enjoying it, not getting to experience the comforts that money has brought you because you're so busy working or stressing about work. So it's almost like a reconnect. It's almost like a reconnect to nature, or a reconnect to simple pleasures. They're showing me like eating an apple. It's like, oh my God, this is the best apple I've ever tasted, right? La mela. Sorry, I've been learning Italian. It comes out every now and again now. It's like I get both words, like both words now are in the same place in my head. So yeah, it's like just... It's like the simple life, right? It's like, you know, when people retire and they're like happier than they've ever been. It's like, I have so much less money, but I get to go out for walks in the woods, and it's like I'm spiritually fulfilled. It's like so much better. Okay, so what's affecting you? What's going on here? Okay. Oh, the Empress. Yeah, for a lot of you, I do feel like you've got your eyes on someone. Again, it could also be a mother figure. So I'm kind of tying it with this Queen of Pentacles energy, but it doesn't have to be. This is kind of almost giving me Empress in the making energy. Now, this is not you. This is, I'm using this deck for an energy that is outside of you, affecting you. So I almost feel like this Page of Pentacles is like, because of the green, you see, it really feels like, because she's all gold, but this is like the same energy, but it's coming through in a different way. Where this person here feels very, again, it could be you, it could be the change in your own energy. This Queen of Pentacles is coming through for me. It's very materialistic, right? She wants the finer things in life. She cares about money. She cares about prestige. She cares about a reputation. this energy, I mean, the Empress is above the Queen of Pentacles, but the Page of Pentacles is below the Queen of Pentacles. So it feels to me as though there's someone else. It's like somebody with a very similar energy, right? They're similar in terms of they're very nurturing. They have this sense of abundance. They have this sense of prosperity, but it's coming from a very different place. So where this person is very much about the coin, right? You think about a shiny gold coin. This person, like, they have this gold coin, but like the thing that's underlying them, the thing that's they're driven by, you know, their actual nature is more connected to nature. It's more connected to, you know, what really matters, what's really abundant. So all this kind of green nature energy, I'm connecting with this kind of card here, where it feels like there's somebody who is coming in with this page energy. Now the pages are learning. The pages are can indicate a child, so you could have a child who, especially a child who's an earth sign, doesn't have to be, particularly Taurus, because the Empress card is Taurus Libra, doesn't have to be, but it's like this energy, it's almost like they're not the Empress, but they have a huge amount of potential. So it almost feels like there's an energy outside of you where you're thinking, I could take, right, it's almost like I could split the money here, because the Ten of Pentacles to the Five of Pentacles, it's like I could, like, if it was a divorce, it's like, fine, you take your half, I'll take my half. If it's a business, like, you know, a business partnership where it's like, right, okay, we'll go our separate ways, you take your money, I'll take my money. It's like, you're going to have less money when you leave this. You're going to be, you're taking a hit, you're taking a loss here. But it's almost like this is a reinvestment, right? It's a reinvestment into this. I want to say it's a person, because you see the potential. They're giving me Pretty Woman. You've got potential, what's her name? Kit DeLuca. We see your potential, Kit DeLuca, at the end where she's giving her friend the money to go to college, right? So it's like maybe like some kind of apprenticeship. Again, it could be something to do with business. Like setting up your own business, giving someone an apprenticeship, because it's like you see the potential. And now it's like this person's going to become the Empress, right? They're going to take that and they're going to invest it in a way that brings a lot of kind of almost like natural prosperity, natural abundance. It's connected to this kind of land energy. It's like this person's more connected to nature, or they're more it's earth sign energy. So again, it could be a cat. But it's like this person understands that if you plant an acorn, I'm just looking at this tree, it's like if you plant an acorn, you know, you're going to have to wait, you're going to have to be patient with this temperance energy. I'm just noticing as well the kind of pink of this lotus flower and these pink leaves. It's like you plant an acorn, and if you're very, very patient, that acorn is going to grow into this oak tree, and that oak tree is going to create a lot more acorns, which can turn into a forest of oak trees, right? So the Empress symbolizes this blossoming abundance. It's like, it's just this energy is this energy. It's like there's so much potential with the Empress. This is why she's symbolized as being pregnant, and why she has this rabbit with her. There's like rapid growth here. So there is definitely something, and it feels like a person connected to this, where you're looking to take some kind of financial hit in order to reinvest in something where there's going to be a lot more growth, because it's like the environment itself, the environment itself with this kind of green kind of light land is more fertile. So it's a person, but the person's connected to a place where the land is more fertile. Now, it could be a metaphor for anything, right? It could be a metaphor for whatever it is that you want to do, whatever this dream or wish or realization of success is connected to this metaphor of this person and place where the blossoming abundance has a lot of potential. Because wherever you are, whatever the situation you're in, I want to say with the snow moon in purity, it's almost like you're in a situation where you've kind of frozen. It could be like freezing your assets, right? It could be like some kind of business situation, because you've got this Justice card and Hangman here. So this is affecting you emotionally. So the Justice card and the Hangman is the Justice card is like legalities or contracts or yeah, like the justice system, or waiting. With the Hangman, it's like waiting for some kind of decision to be made, or waiting for some kind of paperwork to go through, or waiting for some kind of yeah, like waiting for a decision to be made or something to be processed legally. So it could be that your assets have been frozen. It could be that your money is tied up in a certain situation already. So this Four of Pentacles does come in with this kind of like Temperance and Four of Pentacles. It's like hold, wait, like you can't move. Trying to save money, right? Trying to save money because you know that it does have this energy of like you're moving. You know, there's a lot of baggage here as well. I want to say there's something to do with when you've got a lot of stuff. With these two tens, tens are also about completion and endings, right? The 10 is like you've done it, you've achieved it. So normally after the tens come the aces, which is a fresh start, something new, a new opportunity. Can you see all these pentacles? There's so much stuff here, like so much stuff. And here it's like she's got all this baggage. So it's like, it's almost like, say you did want to move house, because the Six of Swords can be about travel over water as well. So it's like, say you did want to move, it's like, I've got so much stuff. And so you're actually starting to see where perhaps in the past you saw a lot of stuff as a sign of success. What you're seeing now is like all that stuff is now a burden, right? It's something that slows you down, it weighs you down. So it's almost like this Five of Pentacles, this kind of halving of the stuff, is actually going to be beneficial to you, because you're going to be able to move more freely, you're going to be able to move more lightly, because you get less burdened, you're less weighed down by all the materialistic stuff. So it's suddenly become this burden or weight, right? Like the designer handbag, you know, all the kids' toys, like the pet toys. It's like there's just so much stuff. So it's almost like cutting it loose, right? Almost like the boat is tethered to the shore. Feels like your boat's tethered to the shore right now. You can't go anywhere. So it's almost like there's something with this halving, right? And with this Justice card with the sword, where it's like you're cutting yourself off. You're setting yourself free, right? You're moving forward. And this is moving forward mentally and emotionally from a place where, quite frankly, you weren't happy, or you were feeling suffocated. I'm kind of getting this suffocated energy. So yeah, moving forward, moving to calmer waters, moving on. But this is an energy outside of you. So it's almost like this something or someone is moving on, and I feel like you've got this energy of like wanting to follow them, wanting to go with them, wanting to move to this new place. All right, I think that's everything I'm getting for you there. It does feel with patience, like Temperance and the Hangman just feels, and the Four of Pentacles, it just feels like you know where you want to go, right? You can see the future, you can see the horizon. It's like always chasing the sun. It's like the sun is on the horizon, like you want to go, you want to follow it, but they were giving me something then, I didn't quite get it. It's something about the sun and moon. I think I don't know if it's what they were giving me, but now I'm getting what is it, 3 days will steep themselves in night, 3 nights will sleep away the time until our festivities, something like that. It's from the beginning of A Midsummer Night's Dream, where they're looking forward to the marriage, and you know, it feels so long away, but it's only like 4 days, and it's like 4 days will quickly turn into night, 4 nights will quickly sleep away the time. So it's like that time is going to pass quite quickly. So yeah, it's this patience energy. Let's get you some advice. I'm going to go, because there's a lot of financial stuff here, I'm going to go with the prosperity message for you. Community, there you go. What did I say right at the beginning with all those threes? Community and unfinished symphony and a leg up. See this polar bear energy as well with the cold. So there could definitely be somebody who can help you at this time. It's like accept assistance. If somebody's trying to give you assistance, like if somebody's like, let me carry some of your bags, it's almost like let them, because you know, you don't have to do everything alone. Okay, so Oh, I'm glad that kind of made that noise then, because I forgot to get you a song. Let's get you a song for your reading. So a bit of advice, please, for Scorpio. Bit of advice, please, for Scorpio. Can I get a song, please, for Scorpio?
If you're only investing...
No, I don't want... It's funny, though. It's an advert for investing. But the song, if you saw that, it was What It Feels Like for a Girl by Madonna. Do you know what it feels like for a girl? So make of that what you will. Definitely looks like you could be investing. Community. So I said I was going to read the prosperity message. Whenever you're in a community of like-minded others, which is this Ten of Cups energy, I want to say, there is a powerful opportunity to reap great abundance. No way. It is essential to ask, what can I contribute rather than what can I get from this? Figure out a need and look to fill it. Something meaningful will manifest. Even if what manifests is small, it's a sign that the doors of opportunity will swing open wider, right? That's that energy. There is also another meaning of this card to consider. Don't try to be all things to all people. Choose your role and be true to it, and serve from a sense of authenticity. There is no greater feeling of accomplishment than knowing you have a purpose. That's what it feels like. It feels like going from that kind of like machine energy to doing something because it speaks to your heart and soul, right? It's coming from this hermit energy, and it's coming through with this like sun and star energy. So it's like doing something meaningful rather than doing something because you need to earn money. An unfinished symphony as well there. So that always gives me the Verve, Bittersweet Symphony, so I don't know if you want to give that a listen to. So prosperity message. Make sure you complete projects now before starting new ones. Hello, that's talking to my Sagittarius Mars placement and my Gemini moon. Perhaps you have created something special that will increase your sense of abundance. No way do they both say abundance, right? And bring you opportunities for wealth. However, if you don't see it through, it won't add up to anything more than just more clutter. My God, more clutter. Now is the time to put your nose to the grindstone and complete the tasks that have accumulated. Pay your bills, sign the documents, do your filing, hand in an assignment, complete a work of art. Tie up loose ends so that you can move forward with surety, knowing that you are on the prosperous path and feeling refreshed and excited about the future. That was so perfect. That was so perfect. Like, that tied in so well with everything that I've been getting there. So, and then that Ten of Pentacles as well. It's almost like, you see the similarity of these two cards. So, yeah, do you see how, like, on this one, like, the pentacles are all over the place, and the pentacles are like things, right? So it's like the art project you've left undone, the bill that you haven't paid, the contract that you haven't signed. So, like, it's all the junk, right? It's all the stuff, it's everywhere, it's disorganized. Where you're moving to is actually a lot more organized. Can you see how the pentacles are all lined up? So it's like, if you're worried about money or finances or things or whatever, it's like the money's going to line up. So don't worry about whatever this is. And this can be like left out, feeling like, you know, it could be like, I don't have enough money to go and do the things that my friends are doing. I feel like that's not going to last long, because whatever you're moving towards, when you kind of get all your affairs in order, again with this kind of like legalities, like this frozen legality business, like things hanging around, paperwork that you've not finished, that kind of thing. Like, when you finish it, when you get it all lined up, it's like you're going to still have that Ten of Pentacles energy, but it's going to feel a lot calmer, a lot more organized, right? Yeah, okay. I hope that reading was helpful to you, Scorpio. Do take really good care of yourselves. Trust your intuition. Trust that voice inside, right, that tells you where your abundance and prosperity lies, because I feel like that's taking you in the right direction. But also, you know, make sure that you're doing it with friends. Make sure you're playing your role in that group, in that work situation, in that family, because there's something that you are supposed to do that's going to feel very, very satisfying, right? It's like feeling that sense of accomplishment, or feeling that sense of worth from within, because the actual whatever you're doing is is beneficial, right? It's like you see the point. It's almost like the daily grind is like, what's the point? What's the point if I can't enjoy it? Where this is like doing something because it brings that sense of fulfillment. So trust that, right? Trust that urge, that voice within. Scorpio, love you to pieces. Do take care of yourselves, and I'll see you